But yeah, I
Getting
lost
high.
a bit of DPS going that Wolverine insignia over the crit rating, crit damage, or Grady I had. But
Yeah, that's also like a really under. It's really hard to get a good insignia. They haven't been dropping last patch. They drop a little bit more this patch, but uh, to get a good roll on there is just like
yeah, I've said it before on my own stream. Insignias shouldn't be more rare than uniques, and they are
no.
right now.
Yes.
Like I found 22 uniques on Emma in a row, like in a few days window, and like 3 purple insignias. Like
Yeah, that's
that
crazy.
shouldn't be the case.
No. No, that's no. I agree. I agree. All right. I think we covered all the gear now.
Yeah, that were the items.
Well, then we're done. No, we're not. Um, the servers are not up yet, so we just gotta do it on top of our heads. It's a little bit harder for me than you, I think, but I've been just leveling all the heroes lately, and I just everything is like a big cloud. But if we go through the skills, the first question I would like to ask is I know some heroes have a build where you don't really use a basic. How is that in Scarlet? Do you use a basic attack, or do you max it, or not?
I have a 1 point. I have 1 point in Bewitching Hacks, which is the spirit returning basic.
Mhm.
Just in case I need spirit.
Yeah.
And other than that, I don't use a basic.
All right. And so let me first start with the leveling build. I just leveled her to 60 today, woohoo! And but how would you proceed a few times? What would you suggest to people that are new to her that just want to level her fast? What would you
I
do?
would suggest people to check out my guide.
There we
And
go.
no, I have two distinct.
Oh, and there goes the connection. I'm sorry. There, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry.
So they should check out your guide. Where can I find it?
It's on the Marvel Heroes forums, Scarlet subsection called Small Guide.
All right.
A small 2.1 guide, actually.
Cool.
I'll look it up in the background and link it in your Twitch chat. But yeah, the Hexbolt build is basically using Hexbolt as your main attack and using all the supplementary dots you have at your disposal on top of that.
Mhm.
It's most of the Scarlet builds, and mine at least, focus on purely offensive.
Yeah.
Because her Scarlet's defense also lies in her offense, so you don't need a lot of defense on her.
Could you explain a little bit more how that works?
Uh, well, her Hex Binding is a skill she unlocks at like level 4.
Mhm.
Is an immobilizing spell. It locks the enemies in place, like Ghost Rider's Chain and Moon Knight's Tripwire Launcher and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, so it's a really good CC. On top of that, it also gets a crazy duration at max level, but other than that, she has a teleport, so she's never in danger for too long.
Yeah.
And once you hit level 30, till level 30, it can be a bit of a bumpy road because of her lack of survivability at first.
Mhm.
But as soon as you hit level 30 and you get access to Ravenous Binding, all your issues go away. Because it heals you for set amount of health per enemy hit with it.
Mhm.
And not only does it do that, but if the enemies die under the effect, it will keep healing you for the duration of the spell.
All right.
So, let's say my Scarlet, the duration is 9.5 seconds.
Mhm.
So if I kill an enemy within a second of applying Ravenous Binding, I will get healed for that enemy for 8.5 more seconds.
Wow.
So
I
it's
did. I was not aware of that because I'm a noob, but that's probably why I never really had any issues with her. Yeah, you're correct.
yeah, like if you as soon as you get the Ravenous Binding, your healing problems are over.
All right.
Um, well, since most fuck you, Sindin.
It's so funny. People cannot read the chat, but there are some remarks about Demeluna still not having a certain item in the game. It's just funny. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't let that one slide.
No,
But
no worries.
yeah, as I was saying, like since a lot of people ask me this, I'll just go over this. Hex binding and ravenous binding do stack on top of each other, the damage they deal. So just to get it out of the way. Combusting hex also unlocks really early. You'll also want that. Ruinous Flux is also a skill I max. It's the skill I take the points out first if I needed to.
Yeah.
It does scale reasonably well. It's the best thing for me to put points in to kill enemies faster.
Mhm.
Um, I I really wouldn't recommend using Bewildering Hex because it takes the challenge out of the game completely. But yeah, you can use Bewildering Hex if you think you need it. It's the most grossly overpowered skill in the game, by the way. But yeah, like Hexbolt, Combusting Hex, Ruinous Flux, Hex Binding, Ravenous Binding, and Chaos Magic. That's the leveling build I would recommend. Maxing
Alright.
those skills.
That sounds great. Sorry, I should stop looking at the chat. It's crazy. Servers are back on now. I would suggest that we log in after we done this. We just log in and just going to show you on the test a little bit on the in the training room, and that's where we're going to probably end this episode. If you make it to max level, how many builds do you think there are at the moment?
In my opinion, there's only one, with a few small 1-2 point variations of it. But the only, in my opinion, the only build for endgame you should use is Chaos Warp. So basically maxing every skill I just mentioned.
Yeah.
But instead of Hexbolt, you max Chaos Warp. A Chaos Warp, for me, does a base damage of 44,000 twice per second.
Yeah.
And it hits the entire screen.
Is that because of all the range affixes?
No, it just hits the entire screen. It hits you. It hits everything around you.
Yeah.
And it has a huge area. I can hit the edge of my screen with it. It's but I also her unique cape also has radius for powers.
Yeah.
Together with the mental focus headbands, I have 24% increased radius. So that helps a little, but yeah, Chaos Warp basically hits everything around you for a fuck ton of damage.
Yeah. So basically, you just run in, and you teleport to stuff, and then you just press that button, and you teleport further. That's how it works.
Yeah, like unless you're doing X defense and past wave 10, you'll pretty much never have to cast anything besides Chaos Warp on anything except the boss.
No.
Chaos Warp, if I go to Midtown, it kills enemies on the first tick.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it is. Chaos Warp is an amazing skill, but not only does it do amazing damage to the entire screen, it also has a 50% damage mitigation effect for every ally standing in it, including yourself. So it's not only a great offensive tool, but also an amazing defensive tool. It's what makes Scarlet one of the most wanted heroes in an X defense or something.
Also, yeah. So you don't even use the confuse or anything?
No, I refuse to. I actually refuse to use it because the skill is so obviously broken that it takes the challenge out of the game entirely.
If you would use
yeah, if I were to use it, there would be no more challenge.
So that's all right. Are there any other build options? You're just saying no, that's not really an option.
Yeah, there are several different options. Like some people opt to max Bewildering Hex instead of Ruinous Flux. Or some people opt to max Omnious Veil, which is basically the fear veil she has. But I think it's kind of a waste of points because the activation chance doesn't scale that well, nor does the projectile deflection chance. So yeah, there are certain other variations I've seen, like chaotic hex instead of ruinous flux, which I think will make your spirit management a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't recommend it. I think if you should either go chaotic hex or chaos warp, but chaotic hex is far inferior to chaos warp except for on a single target,
All right.
and chaotic hex will need a lot more spirit management.
Yeah.
So and my DPS on chaos warp is only 18,000 less than chaotic hex, and that's on a single target. Like as soon as I'm hitting two enemies with chaos warp, my efficiency
DPS is better.
is already better.
So as soon as the boss, even if a single boss, if he has like any spawning ability or anything, you're just gonna do more DPS anyway, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. As soon as there's more than one enemy, chaotic hex loses in efficiency terribly because of the homing effect it has.
Mm-hmm.
And because of the multiple missiles always spread out, so as soon as they spread out, they tend to hit other enemies than one you want to hit.
Yeah, alright.
Also, I'm going to link my guide in your chat now.
It already has been done, so
Oh,
people already
well,
have done that for you. So
I linked it again anyway.
yeah, so people could check that out. I would like to end this by just dropping into the game. I think it's live
Yeah.
again. Let me see if I have it updated. And let me.
Let me check too.
I'm gonna go quickly to my other screen.
Also,
People-
my lighting might appear a bit worse because of that.
We'll see. It's okay. If people have any questions for Demiluna or for me, they could ask. Preferably for Demiluna though, because what do I know, right?
Well,
I'm opening up the game. I still have to probably download it, so
oh, I'm actually already pretty much in the game.
alright. Alright, let's it is loading though, so let's see what happens. It was probably updating before, that's probably why it was probably not working well, probably. I said it 10 times on purpose. Oh, we're getting some love in the chat. Much appreciated, guys.
Angel's Kit, I just used both.
There we go. There's my UI. Cool. Let's hope if we can get some questions from the chat. And what do you think would be the best content to show it?
Yeah, just name something, I guess.
I think we could do a holosim, see where we end up with.
I haven't played a lot of holosim, so I don't know how bad I am at it.
Alright. They changed Spider-Man a little bit, so I don't know if I can just... Ooh, and my inventory is a mess. It's gonna be fun. I have to reallocate my Spider-Man. Ooh, interesting. Let me quickly open up some of this crap. It's all boosts.
Oh, you
did
got
you also
your...
got the enhanced pack, by any chance?
No, I wanted to, but I couldn't.
Oh, alright.
I didn't have a method to pay for it. I don't have a credit card or anything, so I couldn't pay for it, even if I wanted to. Like, because they didn't have, they didn't put it on Steam.
Alright, really?
I always buy my stuff through Steam.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just couldn't buy it, even if I wanted to. I would have bought it, but...
Ah, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Alright, let's, I'm going to have to redo my skills in the meanwhile, so,
Oh crap, I have to... Looks like I have to add about 5,000 Gs to my account. Fuck.
Well, because of the costumes they released?
No, you have a deluxe back and black box and Mark 5. Like...
Oh, let me quickly show it. Oh, there it is. Is it in the game right now? Costumes?
Like, you get...
Spider-Man
see.
back in black costume.
You get 72 Fortune cards and the Spider-Man Back in Black costume, 72 Mark 5 cards for 6,000 G. So that's a bargain.
Oh wow.
But then again, I also have the Reaper of Souls collector.